As a credit union, many people say, oh, I didn't know you exist. And we try. It seems to be the best kept secret, which we don't want it to be a secret because our philosophy is people helping people. And how do we help people? By exactly what you're saying. How do we help you to overcome that if you're buying a used vehicle? That is when the warranties come in. When you compare the prices to what you get from a dealership, we are extremely lower. One of the things that we have been doing a lot of is you purchase a vehicle. Say you haven't heard of Priority One, and after you purchase your vehicle, someone says, oh my goodness, you could have gotten a better deal at Priority One. Even if it's a day after purchasing that vehicle, you could call us. Call us, let us look at your contract, and we can refinance that vehicle minimum, sometime no cost to you to get you the lower rate, transfer whatever it is to warranty.
Listen to me, if you're a mortgage lender and you're listening, there's many times where a buyer doesn't qualify and I say, what is their loan rate on their car? And then
exactly.
I send them over to you guys.
Thank you.
And sometimes you're able to bring it down 2 or 3%.
A credit union is member owned, not for profit. So with that, all our profit that we get at the end of the year goes back to our members, and that is in the form of higher deposit rates, lower auto loan rates. All our services are priced less.
Today, I'm here with Dianna. She is one of the top tier people at Priority One Credit Union. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I always want to call it a bank, and it's really not a bank. But they got money, so to me that's like usually a bank. Anyway, welcome, Dianna.
Thank you for having me, Laura.
So I actually have been really excited about interviewing, I don't want to say the bank, but Priority One, because I personally did not know all the amazing things that you guys do at your facility, indirectly, and the services that you can provide to people. And that's what excites me, because everybody gets those calls every day on their phone.
I agree.
I can send you a car. I can sell you a car warranty. Like, how do you know they're legit? Like, if you sell me a piece of paper, how do I know you're legit until I go to get my car repaired, right?
Exactly. You can't.
Right.
You don't know.
So I pay them a couple of $1,000s, and then I find out, guess what? It's BS.
And you find that more and more lately, Laura. And as a credit union, many people say, oh, I didn't know you exist. And we try. It seems to be the best kept secret, which we don't want it to be a secret, because our philosophy is people helping people. And how do we help people? By exactly what you're saying. Under our umbrella, some people believe they can't join a credit union because they may not belong to certain groups, in the sense of teachers' credit unions, and that's not so.
It's changed.
Exactly.
It used to be that way.
It used to be. And at Priority One, live, work in Broward County, Palm Beach County, Miami-Dade, you have a relative that is a member of Priority One, you can join. And once a member, you're always a member. So because we have this umbrella regarding people helping people, we not only look at, okay, you want a car loan. Obviously, we have some of the lowest rates around. But when you sit with us or call us or online, because we're available in every angle you can find, so we're up to date on everything, contrary to what people think.
Yeah, you have Zelle, which is
exactly.
A lot of places don't have that
exactly. Yet. So whether you apply online or sit in front of one of our experts, they are more consultants. They listen to what you're talking about, try to understand, okay, you're here for a car loan, but your concern with your previous vehicle perhaps was it was breaking down a lot. All right, that's a concern. How do we help you to overcome that if you're buying a used vehicle? That is when the warranties come in.
And they're like for like 6 years, like some of them.
Exactly. And I have to say,
and very inexpensive.
When you compare the prices to what you get from a dealership, we are extremely lower.
And you have to be careful, because the dealerships are going to say, well, if you buy theirs, which is less money, they're going to say they're not going to cover what we might provide.
And that's not so.
Right.
That's not so.
You have to be very careful. They're salespeople, and that's what they're paid to do.
Exactly. And one of the things that we have been doing a lot of is you purchase a vehicle. Say you haven't heard of Priority One, and after you purchase your vehicle, someone said, oh my goodness, you could have gotten a better deal at Priority One. Even if it's a day after purchasing that vehicle, you could call us. Call us, let us look at your contract, and we can refinance that vehicle minimum, sometime no cost to you, to get you the lower rate, transfer whatever it is, the warranty.
Well, you know what's better than that?
Tell
and
me.
This is me learning about
Tell me.
all the things you guys have,
Yes.
which I'm excited to talk about.
Yes.
I know that sounds crazy, but you know,
No.
my show is Making Money with Laura Sanders. One of the things, and I love it because my daughter used it, and that was using your helping to find the car, right?
Auto advisors.
So her husband's like, oh, I can do this on my own. I don't need them, right? Because they were not available and it was like going to be a day or two. So he was like in such a rush, right?
Right.
So when they came back, it was a substantial difference, not a little bit, in
agree.
what they were able to negotiate versus what he was able to negotiate.
I agree.
And I have to say, like, go in, try your car, and then go back and call George, you know, and I think he has another guy that works with him too,
Yes.
but give them a call. They'll, you know, you can already have applied for your loan with Priority One,
Get
which
pre-approved.
is easy online.
Yes.
Priority1fl.org.
Exactly.
Am I right? I
Yes.
got it right. Okay. 'Cause I'm always-
FL.org.
I told somebody the other day about getting equity line.
Yes.
Because, listen, you all know that I'm big on the mortgage guys and they're my sponsors and I'll send business to them. But at the same time, my client comes first and foremost.
Right.
And your cost expenses for an equity line, it doesn't make sense to pay the mortgage guy what they're going to charge you versus what it's going to cost you, you
And
know?
we pay the closing costs.
Right. If,
So
as long
the-
as you keep the loan for a certain
2 years.
2 years. And if you don't, then obviously you'd pay that at the time of.
And our prices are so low that when you see what you have to pay back, however, it's such a low interest rate, you're not going to close it. You know, you'll
Right.
keep it
Right.
because once
Unless
you
you
use
sell your
it,
house,
it's
yeah.
available to you again.
Right.
And back to the car with the dealership, Laura, why do you think when you go to a dealership, you spend the entire day?
If not 2 days, day and a half.
Why do you think they do that?
Because they're trying to wear you down.
They wear you down, and then you're tired.
See, I walk out.
See, exactly.
You don't wear me down.
You're
I'm
tired.
like, I can't. I'm out.
Yeah, they wear you down, and all you're thinking of is, where do I sign?
Yeah. And I say, this is what I want. I'm going to go to lunch or I'm going to go to dinner or I have to go
agree.
back to work because legit I do.
Right.
And then when I come back, this is what I want. And it was funny. The one guy kept talking to my husband and not even looking at me. And I looked and I said,
I
who
agree.
do you think you should be looking at? Both of us,
Both of you,
realistically.
yes.
But in this particular, I said, and my husband's laughing. He's hysterical laughing, right?
Yes.
And I'm just like, I think at that year we ended up doing like 3 cars. And I was like, I can't do it again. Like, I'm
I
out.
agree.
So,
And that's what we offer our members. And you notice we call them members.
yeah, so tell us. So you're talking, you call them members rather than.
Clients or customers.
Okay.
And the reason being, a credit union is member owned. So our board, so we don't
You're nonprofit.
Correct. So not for profit. So with that, all our profit that we get at the end of the year goes back to our members, and that is in the form of higher deposit rates, lower auto loan rates. You know, all our services are priced less. So that's where we end up. Our board is volunteer. So we're not paying, you know, stockholders or trying to make profit from that. And that's why we can be so active in the community. You know, we're Habitat, we're there every year. We have breast cancer awareness. So I would call us member-centric in the sense of we're focused on our members in the community, how we build the community and literacy.
Right.
So,
And how many times a year do you do like your shred-a-thon?
okay. And I love that because we started this several years ago, and we start once per year, and it's free to the community.
Right. And if you
not
go to
just our
Office
members.
Depot, it's price per pound. I sent that out
Yes.
as an email to all my clients, letting them know about it.
We had lines around the credit union,
Yeah.
and many of the people there were not members. And they're like, oh my goodness, you do this and it's free. Plus, we don't say we'll only take 6 bags, or there are no limitations.
What was the most somebody brought?
Oh my goodness. There was a pickup truck once that was so packed. Things were dropping out when he was driving on the road. So yes. And
so he's dropping his personal stuff, so why even bother come to put it in?
But he was so excited, and, you know, he has a profession that, you know, it has to be shredded. So I would say he had about 50 huge bags filled. And the truck is on site. So it's on site, and sometimes they stop and watch it shred, especially our older visitors.
Like to make sure,
they want to make sure. And we're happy with that. We give them a bottle of water or something and a donut if they want one.
Oh, wow.
And they watch it, and they're happy, and they come back. And a lot of them come back to us.
So you got to wait till next year, because it's already happened this year.
Yes.
Start getting your stuff in a corner.
Yes.
But I do offer to my clients, I have a bin at my office, secure. So when you list with me or, buy with me, I will help you shred those important documents.
That is very good. Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yes, I try to be because, the thing is like when you're moving, right, you have all these documents, like you only, listen, for security purposes, go 7 years back for taxes. Anything before that, you can bring it to my office. We can walk you to it. You can dump it in. Like, we want to fill that. Like, it's there. I think we pay the same whether it's filled or not. I personally have been using it, and I have to say, like, it just makes you feel so much better to just get rid of stuff and purge.
And although I am the one who coordinates the shred day.
You coordinate everything.
Well, kind of, but
phone chargers, pens,
all
bags,
of the above.
Lunch boxes.
We do auto showcases. There's an empty lot by our Sunrise office, and that office is at 3000 North University Drive. There's an empty lot beside us, which we own, and we bring in cars from dealership, make sure their prices are good. We do the pre-approvals there. We do it's kind of like a carnival. So we have hot dogs, all of the above, and we do that twice per year. And people come, they wait for it each year to come to buy their cars.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come
Sounds
back, we have so much more to talk about. And then it's like even getting the people on the show that can tell us even more about those services. Because we're telling them just the basics. We're not even getting into the crux of it.
There's so much more to credit unions, especially Priority One, but there's so much more.
Yeah, you guys are great. And we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, check out our sponsors, and we'll be right back to talk more about the services we offer at Priority One.
Whether you're buying, selling, refinancing, or building your dream home, you have a lot riding on your loan specialist. Max Fish, a top 1% mortgage loan officer in the nation, will give you a same-day qualifying quote. Max Fish is committed to providing his customers with mortgage services that exceed their expectations, ensuring that you make the right choice for you and your family is his ultimate goal. Contact Max Fish today at 954-729-6933 or max.fisch@nwmcorp.net.
At JK Closing Attorneys, we do all of the same things that a title company does, but with the benefits of being a law office. We can help with residential real estate, short sales, commercial real estate, refinances, 1031 exchanges, and FRIPTA withholding.
Contact JK Closing Attorneys today at 954-332-3111. Again, that is 954-332-3111.
Priority One Credit Union of Florida is a welcoming credit union that makes your financial success our number one priority. We offer lower loan rates, higher deposit rates, and common sense local loan approvals, with nationwide access through shared branching.
Hi, I'm Dianna Hennessy, President and CEO at Priority One Credit Union. We are open to the community. Anyone can be a member of our credit union, and we would love to have you.
Contact us today at 954-335-5100. You can also reach us at PriorityOneFL.org. Your financial success is our priority. That's 954-335-5100. 5100.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Making Money with Laura Sanders, and I am your host, Laura Sanders. Today with me is Priority One Credit Union. I have Dianna here with me, and we are talking about what it is to be a credit union. Who is able to join? Is it just anybody? Do you have to be a school board member? Do you have to be a post office employee? Like, do you have to go postal? Like,
No. And Laura, that is a misconception that anywhere in Broward County, we hear people saying, but I can't join your credit union. And that's not so. So here are some of the ways. Live or work in Broward County, Miami-Dade, Palm Beach County. Plus there are other ways. You can have a relative that banks with us. Because they're a relative, they can join us.
so if, let's say, my brother doesn't live here, right?
Right.
He lives in New York, but I'm a member. Can he
Yes.
join?
Yes.
But if he didn't have any family members that was a member, could he still join?
No, because there is something new that's coming out.
Okay.
And it's not fully out yet, but through our league, the credit union have leagues, and leagues that help all credit unions to create more awareness in the community. And they formed a way how you can join the league, and it's minimum cost. And you can join a credit union even if you have no relatives and you live in New York.
Okay.
So we have come up with all different ways to be able to allow this great benefit to anyone who wants it.
You know what else, though, I find really interesting is that you've been there 17 years.
Yes,
That's a
17.
long time, which tells you that employees don't stay that long unless it's a good environment.
I agree.
I would imagine you're also probably hiring all the time.
I am,
Looking
yes.
for smart, people that want to grow and
Yes.
are willing to work hard, and in return they'll be
Rewarded.
compensated.
Yes.
Yes.
And, and Laura, the 17 years I've enjoyed, I personally believe you can be very good at something, but if you don't have a passion for it, you tend to not be successful at it. And it could be the success sometimes is in your mind of, I'm not happy at this. But the passion I have for this allows me to go out and look for unique ways
Right.
to reach out to members. And having a CEO, Dianna Hennessy, who you know personally as well, very open-minded, where, okay, Dianna, try it. You like it, try it. And it works. We sponsor golf tournaments. You went to our pink hat
Yes, I
event.
did. And
And you were one of the winners, and that really got me. I wanted to win, and you walked in and up there winning with the hat.
But that's the thing. Like, if I'm going to play, I'm going to play hard.
Exactly. Well, it's coming up again, and I'm going to be competing with you, Laura. We
All
shall
right.
see. We shall see.
I know who I need to reach out to.
But we sponsor events like that because we sponsor the Pink Hat, of course, Breast Cancer Month. We do golf tournament, Shred Day. We actually go into schools and read to the kids.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes. Sponsor Teachers Lunch Day. So we have lunch and learn for teachers in school. And I'm there with an apron on and sandwiches, talking to them about finances.
I think that's a great job, though. I mean, tell us, what is your job title?
I am the Director of Marketing and Business Development. So the newsletter, everything that you get, that's me.
Okay.
So the promotions that you see. And one promotion that I truly enjoy, and I tweak it every time I try to send it back out, is you have a vehicle financed somewhere else, at another financial institution.
I love this.
Yes, at another financial institution. We will actually take up to 3% off of your current rate that's at that financial institution to come to us. We'll refinance that vehicle. Of course, credit, the lending guidelines have to fit, but basically people are thinking, oh, well, if I don't have a high credit score, that can't happen. That's the beauty of a credit union.
Yeah, you guys are very, like, if you have other contributing factors.
Yes.
And I tell that to people, I say,
Yes.
call them.
I
You
agree.
don't know.
I've had someone who had a very low credit score, And, oh, Diana, no, it's not going to work. I said, just try us. They got their loan. They were crying.
They didn't get 3% less.
No,
but,
but lower than
Right.
the double digit that they had before.
12, right.
And I've also seen people with credit scores in the 800, which the highest is 850, right? So I've seen people high, and they come in with double digit
Yeah, it's
rates. People
it's
are
sad.
ripping them off.
So I have to say too, another thing that I do very often is, and listen to me, if you're a mortgage lender and you're listening, there's many times where a buyer doesn't qualify, and I say, what is their loan rate on their car? And then
Exactly.
I send them over to you guys.
Thank you.
And sometimes
Thank
you're
you.
able to bring it down 2 or
Yes.
3%. And that little bit makes a tremendous
debt to
difference.
income,
And
yes.
I look at myself and mortgage lenders as people's financial advisors
Exactly.
to kind of
Exactly.
help guide them. And I have to say, I learned that a long time ago with a client that had bought and sold a few homes with me and investment properties. The first thing I said to them was when they wanted to buy something, I said, are you sure this is what you want to do? I don't think it's what you think it is. And they said, oh, yes, it is. So-and-so told me it was. And I said, okay, I'm just telling you, I don't think it is.
Right.
Okay. They come back to me 2 years later. This is not what I thought it was. And I said, good, I'm glad we're on the same page now. Can you sell it? No problem. They came to me and they said, do you think we should buy a boat? And I was like, why are you asking me this? But that just tells you
The trust.
that they're
Yes.
giving you, that they think of you as like their
I
financial,
agree.
like, listen, I'm not investing their
agree.
money, but sometimes like somebody says, well, I want to put all this money down. I'm like, sometimes that's not the best thing to do. And you got to, everybody's different. Your age, everything's
agree.
different.
I agree. And I love that you're saying that, because that's the approach we have at our credit union. Sometimes I'm in the Sunrise office most of the time, and I'm on the second floor, and our branch first floor. So I will go in and just hover in the branch, looking at the posters, looking at things, just to hear what's going on around. And I hear the tellers, Mrs. Brown, did your son get off to college okay? Now, this lady hasn't been in there in a while, but she mentioned that the minute that person walked in, the teller is asking that. And then, he's going to want a car soon. Don't forget. And she's like, oh, he's already using my car. We're uncovering what their needs are.
Right.
Most people
and
have,
reminding them with
and
like
reminding
little
them.
touch. Yeah.
And most people, they don't understand needs and wants. And as what you were saying, you uncover what is really good for them, a need, something that will help them now and in the future. And I admire that, because that's what we try to do at the credit union.
Yeah, it's not always about making the money now.
No.
It's always just,
No.
it's building for the future and a relationship.
And Laura, once you do that for that customer, they refer others to you.
Yes.
It's a win-win for everyone.
I send tons of people to you guys because
I know. Thank
I
you so
tell them,
much.
like, the other day, I don't know, they were like, oh, this person, I was like, no, it can't be California because she has a Coral Springs house, right?
Right.
But she lives in California. And I think I mentioned that I was like, the one thing that I'm able to do is I'll text the president, the CEO, and tell her, hey, this is coming your way, just look out for it.
Exactly.
Because obviously
And it
that's
works.
her personal cell phone.
Yes.
But it helps to,
I agree.
So what's a good way for people to reach out to the bank? Because it wouldn't be to you directly, but it would be to, how would you recommend?
So first thing, Laura, to the credit union.
I said
Got
bank,
to.
I tried.
I should have a bet here.
Yes.
I went into an event the other day, and everybody who said wedding lost a little ring.
Yeah, every
and
time
I
I
won
say-
everything. So anytime you say bank, what can I take? Let's see.
I don't have much to take, but
But yeah, so you were saying what?
I was saying, what is a good way for people to reach out to the credit union?
How to contact us or their needs? Contact-wise, they can reach us online. We're very proud to announce that we have a chat system as well.
Oh.
So they can go online and chat with us. We have a
Is that 24 hours?
It's not,
Yeah.
but it's getting there.
I was gonna say not yet.
It's getting there. And we have our contact center, which is a customer service line, real people, and they're there, from 9 to about 4:30 each day. So you have someone you can talk to. We have member services you can call, and I'm in the community quite a bit, and I have a business development generalist who is phenomenal, and she's in the community as well. So if you want, I think the numbers will be on the screen, the phone numbers and our email addresses.
Yes.
You want me? Okay. So yes.
I would just say
several
right
ways.
now you can go to Priority One FL.
Yeah.
One is spelled out.
Yes, priority1fl.org.
Right. And you can look and you can apply for equity lines online for car.
Yes.
So if you do want to go online and you want to get it pushed through a little faster, you can definitely reach out to me and give me a text and say, hey, my name is, and can you let them know that I just filled out an application online?
Yes.
My number is 954-650-0827. My website is lauracell.com. And if you're looking for a top-rated realtor, I can definitely help you buying or selling. Make sure that we show your home in the best light possible. And as the #1 RE/MAX agent in the state of Florida, on and off, but always in the top 3, I will get the deal done for you. So again, give me a call, Laura Sanders, RE/MAX Direct. And I want to thank Dianna for being here today, because we're going to have her back, because there's so much we could talk about. They have CDs at great rates.
Yes.
They give out car loans at lower prices. They'll refinance your car loan for cheap. They have bank accounts. They don't do business accounts quite yet, but
yet.
I see that in the future.
Yes, that's coming.
They can help you buy your car. They have warranties on your car, which you can be sure that it's trustworthy and it's going to actually get your repair done. I've personally used it.
Yes.
So there's nothing better than trusting someone, and they actually have even referred out somebody that does credit repair, and they're trustworthy as well. And a lot of times you worry about, should I trust the person? So again, give me a call, Laura Sanders, RE/MAX Direct. Till next time, thank you for listening.